ball. Chromium dioxide.
Nobody out here by that name.
What are you doing?
Clean this up and take the engine rebuilder.
Question for you. 1970 Dodge Challenger sunroof car. Remember that?
Yeah.
The one I gave you? What'd you find out?
Not a thing.
Is that why the file's still set next to my desk?
Yep. I have not found out anything.
Because you haven't made a phone call.
Because I haven't made a phone call.
That'll help. Now, once you start making phone calls, the odds of finding something out are going to increase by like a factor of 10.
I'd rather be producing on the car, putting the car together, you know, watching it come together. That's more fun than searching the history.
You don't think it's important, do you? Truthfully.
Yeah, it's just not something, I don't like talking on the phone.
Do you remember where we grew up?
Yeah.
We're going on a tour to Springfield. You may not like it, but you're going. We're looking for you, fool. We're going on a tour to Springfield. I have a question for you.
I'll be heard.
Do you know what it's like to have a passion about something? What are you passionate about besides your family? Like what video? I know you're into video games.
I love video games. I love music. I have a passion for good music.
Okay, but you haven't got an ounce of talent in your body. Tell me about something you could be talented at.
Drawing.
Huh?
I love to draw.
Draw, okay.
Artistic.
The reason we're going on this, Royal knows he grew up with me in this neighborhood. Okay?
What did me and Josh come along for?
You're coming along so you can appreciate two guys who grew up in the hood with nothing. You can appreciate the cars that we're working on more if you realize where we came from. You ever see Rocky 6? Full circle. This is full circle. This is my neighborhood.
Hey, yo.
Whatever, fool. This is my old Catholic church. I grew up, I was baptized in it over here. This is the old convent. They don't have nuns anymore, I guess. You, Uncle Fester. What are you doing?
I'm thinking.
About what? You're not trying to do the thinking guy pose, are you?
No, I was thinking. I have no limited knowledge. I'm gaining more.
Did you ever come down here when we had the skateboards or not?
No.
I don't think so. Before they put these up here, this was just a dirt mound with grass on it. We'd play King of the Hill when we was kids down here. Ride our skateboards around. I rode it around so fast I think I tore up some of the concrete, and that's why you got those signs now that say no skateboarding. It's my guess. Okay, we're going down to our old neck of the woods. You're gonna find out what life was like on 14th Street.
Hello.
They must not know who's walking across the street.
If they did, they'd be swerving trying to hit you. Probably worked on one of the cars. Oh boy.
You're a freak. Woo! 14th Street took a lot of animals. We used to have cats, lots of cats. Every day you go up and you gather up your dead cats. They just, it was a busy street.
Why didn't you guys just keep them inside?
No, we did a lot of them, but they get out the door. This is my old house here. This is where a lot of action happened. That's where the pool table was when you spit on it, too.
What?
Royal spit directly on my pool table. Right on it. Hot dog loogie right in the middle of my pool table. And that's what got your motorcycle
He
seat.
smashed my fingers.
That's what got his motorcycle seat cut up.
I didn't spit on his pool table until he smashed my fingers.
I mind my own business, getting ready to play a game of pool with Royal. Royal, lazy, hangs his fingers over the edge of the pool table. So what happens? It's right in my line of vision. I ask him to remove them because they're not in your way. So bam, I line up the cue ball and I just tag his fingers, which I'm sure did hurt.
He'd smash him with the cue ball. He'd line that cue up and smash my fingers when I wasn't looking.
So then he throws a great big fit.
But after he smashed my fingers, I spit on it.
So let's get it on. Let's knock him out. Instead, Royal, like a little girl, he runs.
I took off running.
I pick up the rock. I chuck it a couple of times down there at him. I can't hit him. It makes me so mad. I go back to the house. There's his motorcycle, and there's a sling blade. Some people call it a Kaiser blade. I call it a sling blade. I pick it up. I start cutting the heck out of his motorcycle seat, and I don't see him for days after that. Your fingers were hanging over the edge when I was trying to make a shot. You were trying to distract me because I was about to win a big gulp. Those are stains for my Charger right there. We pulled the transmission out like 3 times here, and we didn't have drip pans like you did because you were spoiled when you were a kid. You probably had a hoist and everything. We didn't have any of that.
Yeah, I think so.
We just had to drop them right out there.
This walk around Springfield is just another one of Mark's many excuses to talk about himself. I mean, it is all about himself, he believes. So he just wants to take us out and torture us more, telling us about things we really don't care about.
And then down the hall, kitchen on the right, My sister's room on the left. Mine was the last bedroom on the left.
Must be nice
And
having
then
your
the
own
little
bedroom,
living
huh?
room. Yeah, it was. It was
kid?
3x3. So that's the house I grew up in, me and Royal, right here in this very spot. Pulled my 70 Charger down here, did the very first cleanups on it. Used all of mom's Ajax cleaner on the top.
Brillo pads.
Well, no. Where were you? Were you not there?
The walk didn't so much help me as far as wanting to go and start digging up history on Mopars, but the walk itself, it was actually kind of cool.
I had fun. You know, it was fun going back and seeing the old place where we used to have a lot of fun, hang out in the garage.
We don't really care about where he lived or where he went to school or what happened to him as a child. Neither does anyone else.
I think Darren had a pretty sheltered life.
He believes that walking around the block has to do something with the history of the automobiles he's restoring.
He wasn't completely focused on what I was trying to achieve.
How can you tie those two together?
History is kind of cool, you know. I can see where the history of the cars would, you know, be fun to learn.
I mean, I don't need any more inspiration. I'm already inspired enough to go and start digging up more history on cars.
I still don't want to call people. I'd rather be putting the cars together. But to get Mark off my back, I'll sit down and make a couple of phone calls. That'll make him happy. Hello. Hi, I'm Royal with Graveyard Carz. Have you seen this on TV yet? I'm just calling to see if you or anyone you know knew about a 70 Challenger with the sunroof. I'm just looking for some information on it. If you could call me back at this number, I'd appreciate it. Thanks. I did my part. I made my phone call. I made my phone call, just like you told me.
I know you did. I know you did.
I just called him.
Call him again.